Welcome into another Gophers film session. This video will analyze the Gophers' offensive performance against Wisconsin in the 37-15 win. There's only a few words you can use to describe this performance. Physical domination. The Gophers simply wore down the Wisconsin front seven with such a strong offensive performance up front. This offensive line has progressed so much over the course of the season. 5 of these guys got named to certain selections on the All-Big Ten team. 3 of those players will be back. Jared Weiler's leadership inside has been a huge component to their success. Blaze Andries and Connor Olson have been really progressing over the past 5 weeks or so. I'd say the Indiana game's kind of the turning point for both of those guys. And then Falele is just a massive man who gets better with every single rep. He's not perfect yet, but that's to be expected with a young guy. And then they were able to use Sam Schuler in that kind of tight end blocking role. He had a pretty good game after kind of struggling the week before in that capacity. Donnell Green will probably get picked in the NFL draft as a mid-round guy. I've heard rumblings he could get a combine invite, so that would be a huge boost for the program because they haven't had a lineman drafted in like 12 years. Donnell Green has played well, especially against the run. That's what really has stood out to me. He's made a difference on the edge in a lot of these runs in this game that we're going to break down. Also, Minnesota's use of different route concepts. The Badgers play a lot of quarters coverage in the back end, which allowed Minnesota to run a lot of concepts to get guys man-to-man matchups. Kirk Ciarrocca was dialing it up in this game. So Wisconsin's defensive front was wore down by the offensive line. Mohamed Ibrahim's rushing style, such a ferocious runner, can run through guys and pick up yards after contact. And then you look at Tyler Johnson out of the RPO slant intermediate game. He played a big role in the team's offensive success too. 79% of his passes this year have come in for first downs, which is kind of shows you the magnitude at which he is making a difference in the intermediate route concepts the Gophers are running. So let's fire up the tape here. The Gophers are in a 3-wide set here. This is unique what they did. Watch a slot cornerback. He's going to bite on this bubble screen look the Gophers are going to show, and they run this slant pattern right into the soft spot here. Easy pitch and catch. This is all by design. They knew that that cornerback was going to bite up on that play because he had seen that look from the Gophers a lot. They run that play quite often, and the Gophers were managed to run a route concept to get Ottman Bell into that soft spot, and it led to an easy pitch and catch for the offense. The Gophers are in a 3-by-1 set. Tyler Johnson's going to run a vertical concept up the seam. You're going to see 2 double hitches at the top of the screen, and then Rashad Bateman gets a nice one-on-one matchup. And Tanner Morgan's able to exploit that. Just a really good release by Rashad Bateman to get separation and even wins with a little contact and contest by the cornerback at the catch point. This is kind of a nice route concept to take advantage of Wisconsin playing a lot of quarters coverage in the back end to get man-to-man matchups like this to Rashad Bateman. Couple things I want to point out with this clip. Tyler Johnson getting an off-coverage matchup. This is just asking for an RPO slant. It's why he's been so efficient as a route runner, picking up first downs on third down and just picking up a high volume of first downs to begin with. The other thing in this clip is Tanner Morgan threw this pass with a ton of velocity, which is something that we've kind of seen flashes of before, but this might have been Morgan's best throw of the day. Just getting it there quickly. Tyler Johnson's wide open, and Morgan's able to kind of drive the football in between the hashes here to get this throw there. And that's something that he can build upon next year. One of the areas I would like to see Tanner Morgan get better with is just overall arm strength, because the accuracy's been there from time to time, especially in the intermediate game. Now it's like trying to get him to throw the ball down the field better, develop more arm strength, and velocity on passes to help the Gophers kind of take advantage of the receiver skill sets that they have because they're quite diverse. You've got Tyler Johnson, kind of your move the chains guy, but yet a vertical threat.
Chris Ottman-Bell, great hands, intermediate receiver, and then Rashad Bateman's kind of your explosive spark plug. But again, Tyler Johnson's route running is what we keep coming back to every single week, and it's been the biggest progression we've noticed under Matt Simon. The next route here, he's going to run a corner route. He's getting held at the top of the stem. Great break point. Boom. Easy catch. This is just kind of the route running we've become accustomed with when watching Tyler Johnson's tape. Does Tyler Johnson consider going pro at the end of this season? Maybe. The 2019 wide receiver class is kind of weak, and he could maybe get a second-round grade from the draft advisory board because of it. It's something to monitor, but this type of route running ability to drop the hips is fantastic. All right, time to get to the road grading version of this video. The offensive line was dominant during stretches of this game. That, combined with Mo's ferocious running style, balance, and ability to break tackles, helped Minnesota wear down Wisconsin. In this clip, you'll see Mo's balance shine through. Schuler's in there as a blocking tight end. Look at the spin move, and he's able to maintain his balance. That's such a huge asset within his skill set that he's able to provide. The next clip here, more help from the tight end blocking on the edge, but Mo just blows up the safety coming up into the box and destroys him. And then you've got the next clip here where he just shows incredible balance again, manages to shed a couple more tackles. And then we get to the short yardage clip here, and you see Colton Beebe on the edge here. Watch him plow and down block. Schuler, Colton Beebe, Daniel Falele, 12 personnel, 2 tight end, and just getting after it and picking up the short yardage with Seth Green. Last clip here, Mo just again edging it out, staying on his feet to get a first down. More good blocking by Schuler as a blocking tight end. He did a lot better in this game in that capacity, and it's something that he can definitely build upon. Gophers ran out of 12 personnel quite a bit with 2 tight ends, and Beebe did a nice job blocking on the edge. Schuler had a nice game. Bryce Williams just hits the corner here. Gophers seal the edge. Safety comes into the box and misses a tackle. Easy touchdown to put the game on ice. But this physical domination by the Minnesota offensive line is something they can build upon, especially with 3 guys coming back. The key is replacing Jared Weiler, which is going to be tough, but John Michael Schmitz might be the guy to do that.